Yeah, definitely more nerve-wracking. I've been nervous every time, I've even been thinking about, being behind the mic. But it's been interesting, but it's only for 2 days. It's not something that I'm going to take really serious. I'm just going to have fun. We're here to support the Wyoming team and all the Sri Lankans who are playing here. So just make sure that I say the right things and keep myself out of trouble.
You talked of saying the right thing. Has there been a moment so far where you've said something and regretted it right then why you said it?
Well, luckily not yet, but I haven't really heard everything I've said, so I don't know. There might be a lot of people saying, "Well, why did he say that, and what's he talking about?" But probably there's nothing really right that you can say. You can just talk about what you see and what you think, and give kind of a player's perspective on what's happening out there.
Let's talk about Champions League as a tournament. What do you think of the tournament so far, about the response it has got? There was a lot of cynicism before the tournament began. And even now, the response has been a bit lukewarm. Are you a bit worried about it?
Not really. I think it's a great format. When you have all the champion teams from around the world, the only thing I think when you play in a place like India, that's they've got such a hardcore idea of who they should support, especially when it comes to teams. So there's a lot of home-based support. Unfortunately, only three, I think, IPL teams here. So those three teams are going to get a lot of support, and some of the other matches played between foreign teams might not get the same response, but the whole concept is fantastic.
That also means that a lot of these clubs and players from these clubs who do not get a chance really to play at an international level, here they have a chance to get noticed. They have a chance to be picked for IPL if they do happen to play well here. So as a format itself, it is a global club tournament. Your thoughts on that?
They get a chance to highlight their skills. They get a chance to be noticed by their home selectors. They get a chance to make an impact maybe on IPL contracts. So there's a lot at stake for them, not just the Champions League per se. But I think, I don't think it's the money that motivates all these guys to come and play. I always think, and I think I'm very right about this when I say these guys are here to play good cricket.
You've had some good moments reaching the finals of the 2020 World Cup, but not very great moments like the Champions Trophy. How would you describe your stint so far as a captain, and have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. A lot of responsibility, a lot of different views from everywhere coming through. But, we've had a great time over the last 4 months. 2020 runners-up. We beat Pakistan for the first time ever at home. Pretty happy about the record of as being captain, but, it's just a start. In 4 months, you really can't say what's happening. But we've got a long way to go as a side.
You have an ODI series coming up against India. Looking forward to that.
Tests and ODI. We've never won a test match here in India. So that's a great challenge for our guys. We're really looking forward to it. Last 2 to 3 one-day series we've played here, we've done very, very, ordinarily in those matches. So there's a lot at stake for us when we come here.
Okay, now the big debate, 2020 versus one-day cricket, and I'm sure you have an opinion on that. What is your stand on that?
Well, I'm not really worried about what they do to 50-over cricket and 2020 cricket. I think I'm very concerned about Test cricket. That's what I really like to play. So as long as Test cricket's okay, they'll have to strike a balance between one-day cricket and 2020. If they're going to change the one-day format to maybe 2 innings of 20 overs, shorten it by 10, you never know. You can come up with various things you want to do. Full night games, things like that. But at the end of the day, I want Test cricket to remain number one. Play a lot more Test cricket. Let 2020 and one-day cricket exist in harmony.